everyone. My name is Swamp.
Let me die in Dixieland.
And it is once again time for me to be the Virgil to your Dante as we descend even further into the pits of TikTok hell. And newsflash, the teachers are still crazy. I know this may come as a shock to some people, but yes, they are in fact still crazy. So, first up, let's learn about 3 ways to make your classroom more inclusive to LGBTQIA+ students and their families. Take it away.
3 ways that you can make your classroom a little bit more inclusive to LGBTQIA+ students this coming up school year. 1, let's get rid of boy-girl classrooms going into next school year. Okay, you can divide your students by animal names, by different colors. You can organize your students by table numbers. You can do a lot of different things without buying into that gender binary.
Don't buy into it.
Regardless of if they can verbalize it, may not quite fit into. Number 2, assuming a child's gender also tells you what kind of games they want to play or what kind of toys that they're going to be into does a disservice for exposing your children to all the different types of play and relationships that they can form in a school setting.
I would really rather you not expose any children to your type of play. You know, maybe you would think the jokes would get tiresome after a while, but they don't. They don't.
Representation matters, and the way that we ferociously try to represent all of the different cultural identities of our students,
Ferocious.
I think we should also do that with their LGBTQIA+ identities, whether that be gender expression, what their families might look like, and more.
Ferocious is not one of the words I would use to describe this young man, I guess. And why are they always either overweight or the other end of the spectrum, completely emaciated? They either look like an Oompa Loompa or Skeletor.
So in the preschool classroom I work in today, a little kid asked me, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And this has happened a few times, but I live in a pretty conservative area, so I don't necessarily feel comfortable saying what I would like to say, which is
Gasp.
neither. Some people are neither a boy or a girl. So I just went to my go-to, which is, well, what do you think? And they said, "I think you're a boy." And the kid next to them said, "No, she's a girl."
Told you. I told you. They always look like this. I'll just leave it at that.
And then the first kid said, "No, she's a boy." And I think "she's a boy" is personally pretty gender affirming for me. And it came at a great time because tomorrow is my first HRT appointment and I'm very nervous and very excited. So wish me luck.
Oh, man. Oh, man, that's brutal. And listen, lady. This kid saying she's a boy, that's not gender affirming. That's actually a kid calling you out on your weird, nonsensical way of describing yourself. She's a boy? What they're saying is, this woman is delusional and thinks that they are not a woman. Every time, these kids just own these teachers, and they're teaching like preschool and first grade. You really need to get your life together if you're getting schooled by a first grader.
Hello, everyone. I got a little educator hot tip for you on figuring out how to ask
How to ask people for their leftovers? No, probably not that. Though you probably would know the best way to do that.
People for the name they go by and also their pronouns. So the first day of classes, the way that I do it is I go around the room and I ask every person to give me their name and their pronouns. Now, if their name is different than what's in my binder, I tell them to make sure they tell me their last name too. So if you go by a different last name because it's your nickname, or you have a name that you go by that's different than your legal name, you don't have to like out yourself.
What?
That's who you are. I cross it out really dark in my binder, so I can't even see it, and I write the new name.
That's actually like a perfect metaphor for what these people do all the time anyway. I scratch out the name really dark so even I can't see what it was in the past. Oh, you were born a girl? Well, no, not anymore. You are now biologically a male. Or you're biologically nothing. You are a non-binary person. At least you're consistent on that point. Just scratch it out. Never happened. Reality doesn't matter.
Easy, and their last name always lets me know who they are if I have to go into the system. And then in terms of pronouns, I ask every single person to share their pronouns. And I always make the joke, you know what they say about assuming, and I don't want to look like an ass. So you make it about you. Like, I don't want to mess up, so I'm going to ask everyone to use their pronouns.
You make it about you. I absolutely 100% already knew that whatever was going on, you were making it about you. I mean, look at you. It could not be more obvious. It could not be more obvious that you're running around going, look at me. Look at me. So just go ahead. Make it all about you. I mean, this is your classroom after all. What else would it be about?
And I do as well. And then I write them next to their name so that every time that I have to look at the attendance, or I can always double check and make sure I'm using the correct pronoun. So far, it's worked really, really well. But if you have other good suggestions for this that can make me do even better, drop them down in the comments.
I do have a suggestion for this. My suggestion, it's simple. Stop it. Stop it. Problem solved. Just stop it.
It's incredibly important for there to be queer representation in education.
Oh, yeah.
Because LGBTQ plus youth are more likely than their cis, straight peers to be unhoused, to experience depression, anxiety, to be unsatisfied.
Just stop. Just stop with this. Unhoused. God. Can't even say homeless anymore. Unhoused. That's enough out of you, Miss Piggy. And that's not a joke about your weight. You legitimately look like Miss Piggy. That's it. That's not on me. That's not my fault.
Hey, TikTok, I need your help with something. And it's really important.
I gotta say right off the bat, just looking at you, you need help with a lot of things. But I can tell you for sure, TikTok is not the place to go for the kind of help that you need. Not in the slightest.
To me, and it's going to be a big deal. I'm coming out at work as trans to everyone.
No. You're telling me? You're telling me this is not a biological woman. That's what you're telling me. Now I know you're full of crap. No way. No way. Not buying it. That's a chick. That's a lady. 100%.
Including all my students, who I've known some of them for a couple years now. But I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I'm going to address their question. I'm not good at this stuff. I'm going to ask them to start calling me Miss Ella and to use the proper pronouns. But knowing kids, especially elementary school age kids, they're going to ask questions, and I want to make sure I have answers or the correct answers.
It's not hard. You just say, I am a crazy person. It's a good teaching moment for the kids in a way. All right, kids. Some people are just absolutely batshit crazy. And come on. Again, look at you. Is this the way that you've been dressing at work? Is this how you look on a day-to-day basis? No one is just going to be floored by this. Wait, what? You're trans? No way. We just didn't see that coming. Wow, my foundation has been rocked. Get out of here with that.
The best answers. Some sort of answers. So if you have any resources on it or anything, please let me know. If you've done it, if you have anything, I'm looking for advice. Comment, stitch, whatever it is. Just let me know. I need help. And for anyone that gives me any, I just would like to say thanks in advance, because this is going to be stressful, and I always like to be prepared. So, we'll see. I'll give you all updates.
Please don't. Please don't. No updates are needed. In fact, I hope that I never see you on the internet ever again.
So, something that happened the other day was I was in class, and the students all call me Coach Kelly. And a comment...
Coach Kelly? Coach Kelly? You are not coaching a damn thing. I can guarantee that. And didn't I tell you? They're always on either end of the spectrum. They're on the very obese side, or on the, super emaciated looking. They never look healthy, is my point. It doesn't matter their size. They just don't ever look to be healthy. And in fact, most of them would actively discourage you from trying to be healthy. I just don't think that is a coincidence. That's all I'm saying. That these people are crazy and also extremely unhealthy. One could say that there's a connection here. I would never say that, but some could infer that from the data we are being presented with.
One question to ask is, why are you called Coach Kelly? Do you actually coach anything? And I'm like, yeah, I do. But
no, you
call
don't.
me Coach Kelly because, I'm not a woman or a man, so I'm not Mrs. or Mr. I'm Coach. And most of the students are like, okay, cool, whatever. We're like, yeah, you look like a boy.
I'm not even going to be able to finish this because of how loud they put this backing track on there. What were they thinking? You have one job: to make stupid TikTok videos. You can't even do that right. And I'm still not buying the whole "you're a coach." Not buying it.
We're like, yeah, you look like a boy, but he's nice for his dresses, so it kind of makes sense. And then one student raises his hand and goes, well, my mom says that you can't exist because when you're born, the Bible says that you're born either a girl or a boy.
I'm going to go out on a limb right here and say that definitely 100% did not ever happen. They love to bring up Christianity and the Bible, these LGBTQAI plus people, because they think that that's the only reason that anyone would ever disagree with them is because of the Bible. I definitely have no trouble believing that a parent would tell their kid that, listen, this whole thing that your teacher is trying to talk about, this trans non-binary thing, it's not real. It's not real. I definitely believe that. But a kid just saying, my mom told me the Bible says, I'm just not buying. I mean, that sounds like something that happens in movies from like 1950. Like movies that take place during in 1950. You know what I mean? Where it's some liberal Hollywood writer who's like, well, what do I make this person say in this situation? It is 1950 and they're all white racists. They'd probably say, it's the Bible. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, my name is Swamp. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and leave a comment letting me know that why must you continue to take us deeper and deeper into the circles of TikTok hell? Well, you keep watching them, I'm going to keep making them. So really, it's your fault. It's not my fault. This is what sells. So, maybe you should consider liking better content. Then I will make it. I'll see you guys next time.